Mornings on 2 is hitting the road for a zip trip to Pittsburgh.
Sorry, Pittsburgh with age. We're the originals.
We'll take you to a few of this East Bay City's most prized restaurants. Some have been around for decades.
50 years. My parents used to bring us here, and we've been coming for 50 years, and the food's never changed.
Then you've probably seen this crunchy treat at Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and major sports arenas. It's actually made right here in Pittsburgh.
We are in all the theme parks all over the United States. We are in Japan, we're in TJ Maxx, Burlington stores, Ross stores. Those are some of the stores that you can find Thatcher's.
And it's the only boxing gym in this East Contra Costa City, and it doubles as a nonprofit. We'll introduce you to the Lion's Den Boxing Gym, a place for possibility.
My dream is to become a world champ. Without boxing, it would be a super confusing world.
As Mornings on 2 takes you on a zip trip to Pittsburgh. During the gold rush of 1849, this town was called the New York of the Pacific. This morning, good morning and welcome to the Pittsburgh Marina. Fishing, of course, but did you know farming and cattle raising? Steam-powered engines used to move coal down what is now Railroad Ave. Commercial fisheries took hold in the 1870s. This town shares a commercial steel and mining heritage with the Pittsburgh with an H out in Pennsylvania, but you can tell we are in California this morning, and we are delighted to bring you an hour of all things Pittsburgh, including, of course, that incredible Pittsburg High band. This group's so big, 200-plus members. These guys and gals conquer high school, and then they learn how to do this. Play and march. They hit the field 2 nights a week, practicing until 10 o'clock at night. Then they come home and have a second dinner and wake up early and do it all over again. The band leader, Jennifer Martinez, is joining us later on the night. She's been directing the Pittsburg High Marching Band for 17-plus years. My goodness, what a sight and what a sound. We are so thrilled that you're here with us in Pittsburgh this morning at John Buckley Square. Let's see how we brought out our own band today. Of course, KTVU Fox 2, Mornings on 2 wouldn't be anything without Sal Castaneda, Claudine Wong, Frank Malicote. You guys have each found special places and people across Pittsburgh. Frank, we'll start with you.
Yeah, we shall. And meet my Italian fishermen. Years ago, as you mentioned, this was a fishing village. And that was around the 1850s, around the 1900s. It was all about coal and steel, hence the name Pittsburgh, but they don't spell it with an H. Why is that so? We'll do a deep dive in that as we hit the streets for trivia. Time to eat, and when we do that, we say good morning to my partner, Sal. Good morning.
Good morning, Frank. You know, here we are on the beautiful waterfront, and it is going to be one of these places where you can, on a day when it's a little warmer, sit outside. Today's a little bit cooler, so there is inside at the Waterfront Grill and Cafe. We came here and to all other kind of spots, not just here. We went to a town institution that's been around since the 50s, so I'm going to taste my way around Pittsburgh, show you what I found. But now to my colleague Claudine Wong. Claudine, where are you?
Well, I'm at the community center, brand new here in Pittsburgh. What I love about this is that this is a town with a lot of history, but so many new things as well. The community center being one of them, new basketball courts, new programs, really amazing. There's also a new boxing gym in town, only been around for a couple of years, but already making strides. Excited to introduce you to the Lion's Den Boxing Gym. And we're also going to introduce you to a group of young boxers trying to plan the dream trip to Colorado right now. And we're going to talk to them. They're in the park already. So such great things to talk about, such incredible people and programs and businesses to introduce you to. Gassia, we're really looking forward to this hour.
I can't wait. Claudine, we'll see you in just a minute. First, we're lucky enough to have the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce of gorgeous Pittsburgh, California, joining us here. Wolfgang Kroski not only heads up business in this town, you also have 2 daughters in the band.
I do.
Can we talk? What do they play? What are their instruments?
My oldest daughter is a flag girl, and then my other daughter plays a clarinet.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So, when it comes to business in Pittsburgh, I know the marina's a huge draw. How's this town doing?
This town's doing well. We have a rich history of manufacturing, but now we're also looking into doing entertainment and building an economy over entertainment with our restaurants, our California theaters back online. We have our seafood festival next weekend, which brings in thousands of people. So there's a lot going on just outside of manufacturing, but also in entertainment.
And you had a jazz festival last weekend.
We had a blues, jazz, and funk festival last weekend as well. So.
Are you trying to attract people from, because I'll be honest, I had to drive a minute out on Highway 4 to get here. Are you trying to attract people from the Bay Area? Do you get people from beyond? What's your goal?
We do. We're marketing to a 100-mile radius of Pittsburgh, and we want people to come here and realize that not just East County, but Pittsburgh is a great place to come live, work, and play.
I talked with a woman who started up a business here. She says, we moved here from the city, and once we realized this place is amazing, there's room to breathe, it's nice and calm. She said it has a small town feel.
It does. I grew up here, and you can own a home, have a yard, you have businesses where the business owners live in town. We have great things going on, so it is a good place to bring a business. We have a very supportive city, and it is a family in our business community.
You grew up here, raising your family here. Are you sometimes shocked when you turn around and say, oh my gosh, that house down the street from my old house is going for that now? I mean,
that
things
or
have changed.
Yeah, seeing the different buildings and the improvements that they've changed. $1 million homes in Pittsburgh. We got Sprouts coming. A lot of good things coming to Pittsburgh. So it's very exciting.
Good, good. And if you could paint a picture of what this town is going to be in the next 5 years, what would you like to see?
Not just what I'd like to see, what's going to happen is that this is going to be the epicenter for entertainment and recreation for Contra Costa County and the East Bay Area.
Yeah, that water is like gold.
It is.
It is. Make the most of it.
We have a wonderful marina.
Okay, awesome. I want to hear that band play.
Yes.
And I love a clarinet.
Yeah.
All right. Wilkie, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
We have a lot more to highlight of this wonderful town of Pittsburgh. I wish I could get the wind to stop, but that is not under my or Wolfgang's control. When we come back, we're going to ask you, why do you think this town doesn't have that H on the end like that other city out in Pennsylvania? A lot of people don't know the answer. Our Frank Malicote took that question and others to the streets, and we will see what he found in our first round of Zip Trip Trivia on Pittsburgh in a second. Stay with us. The Pittsburg High School Marching Band. These guys and gals do a whole lot more than John Philip Sousa. They played at a Warriors game not too long ago over at Chase Center, and they featured an arrangement of Ludacris's music, Last of a Dying Breed, Act a Fool, Roll Out, Get Back, and One More Drink. They can do it all, and they are putting their heart and soul into it. These guys and gals have been here since 7 o'clock this morning, and they are more than ready to play for you on this zip trip to Pittsburgh. All right, let's see if we can't find out what Frank Malicote found out when you took a couple of questions to the people of this gorgeous town. And Frank, I know I learned something new because I thought I knew why Pittsburgh, California didn't have that H on the end, but you sort of cemented it when you took that question to the people.
Yeah, I had to do a bit of a deep dive there, but there is so much history in this town. Dates back 120 years, of course, a fishing village to start, then known for its coal and its steel industry. And Gossi, it all started out with a Mexican land grant years and years ago, and that's where we kick off our edition of Zip Trip Trivia, Pittsburgh style. Los Medanos is a very prevalent name here in the city of Pittsburgh. In fact, the community college is named after it. It's an old Mexican land grant that was Pittsburgh years ago. But what does it really mean in Spanish? And I got a hint for you. You're looking at it right now.
I majored in Spanish in college, but I don't.
What happened?
I don't know what that word means.
Got me.
Come on. No? You run a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Pero
Born
no
in
sé.
Walnut Creek.
Goodbye?
Goodbye. They named a college Goodbye.
Not 100% sure.
Maybe it's the mountains.
Well, Monte Diablo's right there.
There is, but Monte Diablo means the devil.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Yeah. No bueno.
No bueno.
Isn't it like hills?
Hills.
Yeah.
Dunes.
Yeah.
¿Por qué? Why would they call it that?
There's a lot of hills over here.
World-renowned percussionist, born here in Pittsburgh, played with Santana. Still with us in his late 80s. And he's got a very famous drummer daughter who played with Prince. Who is this duo?
No idea.
No idea.
No.
Oh,
Played with Santana.
yeah. Tito Puentes.
Tito Fuentes.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a second baseman for the Giants?
He was born right around the corner.
Do you know who his daughter is?
No.
No?
Is he somebody famous?
Very famous. Big drummer, played with Prince.
I don't know much about music.
I would say Johnny Bravo. I'll just make that up and say Johnny Bravo.
He's from Pittsburgh. I did not know that. No.
I just made it up.
And his daughter is huge as well.
Sheila E. Escovedo.
Yes! And Escovedo's first name?
Is it Pete Escovedo?
It is Pete.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh got its name from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania because of its bustling steel and coal mining industries here in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Hence, this big bronze statue of a steelworker downtown. But Pittsburgh had two names prior to becoming Pittsburgh. What might they be?
I know, Hotland.
Hotland?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's hot out here.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll accept that.
Yes.
But it's incorrect.
No.
Pittsburgh in the 1800s. The Pit?
The Pit. You're right.
Really?
No, you're wrong.
Heartbreaking.
If it's not white, it's
Black.
black.
Black
Yes.
diamond?
Black diamond.
Oh, good job. Okay.
Yes.
Why did I get that?
Because I helped you.
Well, yeah, but where did the diamond come from? Black Diamond Mines. Oh, duh.
Where's the Empire State Building?
New York.
Okay, that's a good start.
Oh, New York Landing.
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd you get the landing part?
I live in it.
That's the name of your community?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
New York
baby.
Landing.
All right. Now for some extra credit. If Pittsburgh was named after Pittsburgh, PA, then what happened to the H?
They want to be very different because, we have more differences here with the Italians and, being in this coal mining.
And you're wrong.
Oh. I got so excited I got right.
What happened to the H?
It just got kicked out.
It did. We know that, but why?
Well, because we wanted to be different.
Actually, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania added the H, right?
They did.
Yeah.
After Pittsburgh became Pittsburgh.
Yes.
How did you know that?
I have sources in.
Were you
high
listening to us
places.
earlier?
No, I have not been here.
They got jealous of us.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pittsburgh with the H. We're the originals.
And proud to be the original. By the way, Pittsburgh, PA was named after William Pitt, who was the Prime Minister of England. And to pay homage to him and his Scottish heritage, Pittsburgh, PA, actually 8 years after Pittsburgh became Pittsburgh, California, added the H. So now you know. By the way, coming up, we're going to jump into the box office here at the California Theater. It's a beautiful theater, recently renovated, and it's gorgeous here downtown. We're going to tell you all about it in about 20 minutes or so, but it's time for a little popcorn, and with more on that, let's say good morning to Sal.
All right, Frank, people here in the Waterfront Cafe where I am were laughing at the trivia questions. It's pretty funny. When I came to Pittsburgh, I didn't realize that there is a factory here in this town that produces a lot of popcorn. Popcorn for a lot of different places. You've probably had it. Let's go and talk about Thatcher's popcorn, and I'll show you what I found. In this plain-looking Pittsburgh warehouse lies a power player in the popcorn world. Thatcher's Gourmet Popcorn is available in many different places.
We are in all the theme parks all over the United States. We are in Japan. We're in TJ Maxx, Burlington stores, Ross stores. Those are some of the stores that you can find Thatcher's.
Tubs of Thatcher's are also in movie theaters, sports arenas, and souvenir stores. It's a multi-million-dollar business that's been popping for more than 40 years and continues to grow. With all that demand, this factory is churning out popcorn 6 days a week. Donning Hairnet's owner Abe Abu Khalil showed me around behind the scenes. First of all, the place smells like a carnival, and you can see and hear all sorts of things happening at once. The process begins with big trays of golden kernels, which are air-popped. Bags and bags of crispy butterfly popcorn is now ready for flavoring, either savory or sweet. Thatcher's also makes custom colors for some of its clients.
We've got about 35 different flavors, so we could mix and match any colors that they want.
On this day, I watched butter, brown sugar, and oil being combined in this big gas-heated saucepan to make a thick caramel dressing. Although some of this process is proprietary, the simplicity of this delicious caramel corn lies in the quality ingredients and the relatively simple process. So after the popcorn is caramelized, it goes into a cooling drum. This rotates, the popcorn is cooled, it comes out, and it's put into a bag here, and after it comes into the bag, it's ready for packaging. Packaging is also a well-choreographed operation. Once the bags are labeled, they end up here on this table as workers hand tie them and fill up boxes for shipping. These tubs of Thatchers are destined for the shelves of a Japanese convenience store chain. The airtight packaging gives this popcorn a 3 to 6 month shelf life. If you had packaged popcorn the last time you went to your favorite major theme park, there's a very good chance you had Thatchers. Abe Abou-Khalil says even if his private label clients don't want their relationship revealed, he is still proud knowing people all over the world have tasted his popcorn.
Absolutely. Every time somebody is buying one of the products in the theme parks, it makes me feel good because that's our product.
Right, and also it's good business.
It's very good business.
Thatcher's Gourmet Popcorn is available with nuts, without nuts, with chocolate. There's even an award-winning truffle white cheddar popcorn. If you like popcorn, Thatcher's Gourmet Popcorn has a variety for you. I hope you liked my hairnet look. It is really becoming of me there, Garcia. I will tell you that recently I went to Disneyland. I took the whole family. Now, Thatcher's wouldn't say whether or not that's their popcorn, but when I asked, he wouldn't deny it. So I think I've had Thatcher's popcorn many different times. It's delicious. Garcia, back to you.
Yeah. Can I tell you, cheddar popcorn is where it's at, and then if you mix it with caramel popcorn to get that salty sweet thing going, oh, I could eat that all day long. All right, Sal, thank you. I know we'll see you again in just a bit for your Taste of the Town. We can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner and more right here in Pittsburgh. All right, when we come back, incredible things happening in this gorgeous East Bay town. Talk about a love of sport, right? We are talking about boxing, and if you want to box, there's a place for you to go. It's called the Lions Den Gym, and there are some kids here at Lions Den who are taking their love of the sport of boxing far. They're working hard, trying to get to a championship in Colorado. Our Claudine Wong is standing by talking with the general manager and a young boxer who is on a great road, hopefully to success, but certainly to happiness in this sport. So we'll feature all the good things happening with him coming up in a minute. We will also say a big good morning to the children of St. Peter Martyr School. Yeah, this school has been here serving Pittsburgh since 1950. So many people in Pittsburgh have attended, worked, volunteered, sent their own little ones to the school. This is a huge part of Pittsburgh history, and we are so happy that they are here on this gorgeous Friday morning. Our zip trip to Pittsburgh continues after a very quick break. Welcome back to our zip trip to Pittsburgh. The wind hasn't stopped, but that's not stopping people from gathering here at John Buckley Square. Let's send things over to Claudine Wong, because Claudine, I know you and I have talked a lot, just more as friends, about sports and the importance of having a goal. And you're with someone there who has an incredible goal and is taking steps toward it every day.
Yeah, we've got a great crowd behind us from the Lions Den Boxing Gym. Such a cool group of people, really have become a family. We've got lots of action behind us, but I want to introduce you to two special boxers who are really up and coming and ones to watch. We've got Braulio Ceja Navarro and we got Marcos Perez here. Both of you, very esteemed kind of careers that you're going to. You're getting ready to go to Colorado to a big national stage. Tell me a little bit about what you're planning for now.
Yeah, so Colorado, it's going to be in Pueblo, Colorado. It's going to be from September 9th to September 16th. It's a week-long tournament. All the best people in the country, all the best amateurs, they go out there to fight, and they're fighting for the #1 spot. Unfortunately, my weight class isn't an Olympic weight class, but I'll still be going out there.
But some are going to try to get into the Olympics, so it's that big.
Many people are out there fighting to earn their spot to go to the Olympic trials and to the Olympics. I'm going out there to get my name on the top 10 rankings of USA Boxing and hopefully go for #1.
That's amazing. We got Marcos, who's also a two-time California Golden Glove champ. Really, tell me about your career and kind of what your dreams are. You told me you've been training in Concord and Pittsburgh for the last 11 years.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's been a journey. It's more so of a lifestyle at this point. It kind of made me the man that I am today. So moving forward, I mean, really, the goal is all the way to the top, to be a world champion. Next step is my pro debut. But, yeah, just recently got back from National Golden Gloves in Philadelphia, and yeah, we're just chipping away every day, working hard. You know, got a great team, great people all around me, and you know, that's the most important part.
Amazing. Tell me about who's behind us right now, because you guys are, I've been told, the boxers to watch at this gym, but you've got a lot of folks, you know, that are also fighting with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a ton of great fighters other than just us. Like our up-and-coming fighters, we got Tyrus, but he goes by Munch. We've got Naeem in the back over there with the pink beanie, and we've got Kaylee. Kaylee actually fights next week.
She's one of the coaches at the gym.
Yeah, she also coaches all the girls at the gym, all the younger girls, so she helps out a lot.
Tell me what Lions Den has kind of meant for all of you.
Lions Den for all of us, it's a home. I'm there more than I'm home a lot of the time, so it's a fun environment. It's a family there. Nobody treats you like you're just a friend or they don't know you. It's a Lions Den family, so they really help support us through the journey of getting ready for fights.
And Marcos, you had said this is the place, right? You've been around a lot of places, but Lions Den is the place?
Yes, it is. It's the most authentic boxing gym in the area. You know, I've been around, bounced around through the years, and you know, there's nothing like when you walk in and you feel that.
That's amazing. All right, congratulations to both you guys on everything you've done. I know Braulio has this trip planned coming up. We put some information on how to help them because it is an expensive trip to take, but really one important in the career. So check out our website on the web links for more information on that. But Gassia, really incredible. I can't wait to tell you more about this gym coming up in this hour because we spent a little time there, and it is really remarkable. A place of possibility for sure.
I love it. It's all about community, right? Thank you so much. We'll see you again in just a minute.
Absolutely.
We get to talk to the mayor of Pittsburgh now. Thank you, Claudine. We're going to talk to the mayor of Pittsburgh now. We have the mayor, Chanel Scales Preston, joining us now. I have to mention you're a graduate of Pittsburg High. I won't ask the year, but the scene, you know, the band behind us, it's such a testament to the city because, I mean, I feel like we've got half the town out here at John Buckley Square. Is this part of what you love about your city?
Oh, this is what I love about my city. And just having the band back here, it really shows our Pittsburgh pride.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about, our orange and black. That's what we bleed orange and black.
Yeah.
People who graduated from Pittsburgh High.
I love it. I love it. So you've been public service for about 20 years, city council several years, mayor for about one. This is your first year. As mayor of Pittsburgh, where do you hope to take your city?
Oh my goodness, there's so many awesome things that's going on here in the city with economic development. So we have 2 hotels that's being built, a Marriott and a Hilton, which is awesome.
Those
to
are
have
big
brand
hotels.
name hotels in our city.
Yeah.
That's really going to help put us on the map.
Yeah.
And then we have a gym, a basketball gym, a 5-court gym. It's going to be one of the largest basketball gyms here in the East Bay.
Yeah.
So our kids who play AAU basketball have a place to go and play, and our kids don't have to travel outside the city to do those things. We have soccer fields coming. We have approved a skate park for our youth, and we recently just reopened our Marina Community Center, which will help tie into all of the youth activities and things that we have funded through the council. So that's what I'm really excited about our council. We have really pushed and tried to move our community forward with providing these things.
I'm hearing so many exciting things from you and the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, and even just people who come by and say, oh, you know, we decided to start up a business, or I moved my family out here, we came through. Is it hard being next to such a big town like Antioch? Because I know sometimes Pittsburgh, and this can be good, flies under the radar a bit. Is that good or bad?
Pittsburgh is a hidden jewel, you know.
There you go. You're in PR, Mayor. I like it.
But, you know, we love it. People who come here, they enjoy it. You come down to our downtown, and I have other cities like, wow, Chanel, I went to your wine bar, you know, for the first time, and I didn't realize how beautiful your waterfront is or how beautiful your downtown area is.
Yeah.
We enjoy, you know, eating at New Mecca, and then we had a chance to, you know, head back home. And so thank you for coming out to highlight our city.
Are you kidding me? It's a pleasure. Man, we'd stay here a month if we could. We have to let you go now. Mayor Chanel Scales Preston, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I appreciate all your time. All right, when we come back, the mayor mentioned New Mecca, and you can bet that was on Sal's list of amazing places to try. He tasted this town up and down. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and more. When we come back, all the delicious things that Sal found to nibble on and sip in Pittsburgh. So stay tuned for that as our Zip Trip continues. members strong. The Pittsburg High School Band. Man, they are missing school, and we are so grateful for that. These guys and gals were being dropped off by their parents, showing up here around 7 o'clock this morning. They are bringing a full hour plus of music to all of us here at John Buckley Square in Pittsburgh for this zip trip this morning. I mean, they play all over the Bay. We mentioned they were at Chase Center a couple months ago. They were invited to play at San Francisco City Hall at the start of Black History Month. They were part of San Francisco's celebration here. Incredible work by these, I was going to say boys and girls, but I'm sure some are young men and women devoted to music, devoted to community. I feel like we've got half the town of Pittsburgh here listening to and watching them. Thank you so much. The Pittsburg High School Marching Band. We get to see them as our zip trip continues. Now, let's go to the one place that everybody thinks of when you say Pittsburgh, and that is Mecca, or New Mecca if you're being formal. Our Sal Castaneda always has the best assignments. Got to taste his way through this town, and of course, Mecca's one of the spots you found, but it's not the only one, Sal.
That's right, Garcia. New Mecca Cafe. Unbelievable huge portions there if you want your money's worth. We talked about that. I'm here outside now. It is a little windy today, but most of the time you can sit outside at the Waterfront Grill and Cafe and have a nice lunch out here. They have plenty of food. So as I tasted my way through Pittsburgh, let's see what I found. You can get a good meal and a nice view here in Pittsburgh at the Waterfront Grill and Cafe. The cafe serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and outdoor seating is available. I noticed one of the specials was Sal's Veggie Burger, so I thought I'd order that and call it a day, but the kitchen had other ideas. The good folks at Waterfront wanted to give me a sample of the menu, which has Italian, American, and Mexican influences. And since we're near the water, plenty of seafood. First, I tried the Brussels sprouts, sautéed in olive oil and made in a very hot, fiery pan, finished with bacon, Parmesan, and mozzarella. That's delicious. Next, it was the garlic shrimp served with spring mix and rice. I also tried the French toast and sausage, which was simple and delicious. But now it was time for Sal's Veggie Burger, named after one of the cafe's regulars. I know the Sal's Burger wasn't named for me, but it's delicious. Can you pretend it's named for me?
Of course.
I think I'd have to come back several times to eat all the good food here. This regular says she comes every day.
It's a little hideaway, is what I would call it. But it's an awesome place. Awesome place to eat. Food's always fresh. Service is great. And I just love being by the water.
A few blocks away is a Pittsburgh institution called the New Mecca Cafe. Customers have been coming here for decades.
50 years. My parents used to bring us here. And we've been coming for 50 years, and the food's never changed.
My favorite thing is chilaquiles. But I also really love the bean dip.
The chilaquiles is a big plate that could serve 2 people. You'll get your money's worth at New Mecca Cafe with big portions for reasonable prices. You know I love looking at a busy kitchen, and today the New Mecca Cafe kitchen was cooking, literally. For dessert, I headed across town to Little Charlie's Gourmet Cookies, a small cookie shop with some really big cookies and a loyal following.
You need to get the s'mores cookie.
That lady was not wrong. The s'mores cookie is a decadent treat made by owner and baker Maria Begain.
I've always been a baker, but when I had my son, it became a stay-at-home mom, and I just needed to focus on one thing because I was kind of all over the place, and cookies have always been our first love, so we focused on cookies.
Good thing she did, because these cookies are legit. And as a bonus, I got to meet Little Charlie, who the cookie shop was named for. You know what? There's so much good food in this town. I didn't get to all the restaurants or the shops. There's all kinds of shops. So I just went through kind of a representative sample, but you will not go hungry if you come here. In fact, I always, Garcia, have a hard time. Actually, we're going to Frank. Now, Frank, you and I love food. So, Frank, I always have a hard time deciding when I come back for the zip trip which dish that I tried I'm going to go back for. So, Frank, you and I might be able to meet at the New Mecca Cafe because that place is really good.
Hey, I met Teresa when I was here. She took very good care of us. She's been around there since the 50s. It's a great restaurant. And not too far from there, Sal, right across the street is the California Theater. Come on in. We're in the wings. We can't come in too deep because we can't get a signal out. But take a look at this beautiful theater. It flourished during the 20s with vaudeville, Hollywood films. It kind of got dilapidated in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And finally, the city said, we got to have this fixed up. It's so vital to the revitalization of the city. So for years, they've been working on it, and all the renovations are nearly done, and they're about to do some shows. I have the operations manager right here for the theater. Say hello to Anthony Lane. Good morning.
Good morning, Frank. It's a pleasure having you here in Pittsburg, California.
Yes. Well, give us a little thumbnail sketch of the history of this place.
Well, the theater was opened in 1920, like you said. It went through many changes over the years, but in the last few years, especially before COVID, the city put in millions of dollars. It did an amazing job in restoring the theater pretty much close to the way it was. Even the paintings are pretty much exact. And right now we're just finishing putting the sweetness on it. We updated the sound. We put in a whole new sound system, added some new lighting, fixed all the LED lights that they put in, and we're ready to go live shows and theater.
I grew up in Orinda. The Orinda Theater was vital to that community. They've kept it. You see it off Highway 24. Just talk about theater arts and this building and how important it is to the community.
Completely important. I actually started in Salinas, California with the Fox Theater there, built by the same people. And the importance is, number one, you bring all the community in through all the school plays, anything dealing with libraries or the city itself. And now that it's city run, it's great because we get all the support from the community. We'll be supporting live entertainers from the local area, entertainers from the Bay Area, hopefully some international artists we're working on. And the thing is, working with the Pittsburgh Theater Group and all the theater groups from Brentwood and surrounding areas, we'll be bringing all the communities together with theater shows, plays, live entertainment, and that's the basis of the downtown, bringing it back to where it was.
And bringing people back to downtown. I know you got some shows coming up. Tell us about those.
We have the Pittsburgh Theater bringing in a play in October. We are working on, actually we have Mr. Pete Escovedo, who was born here in Pittsburgh.
Yes, he
City
was.
Council wanted him here. So either the last week of November, first week of December, he'll be here. We are working on, we have Foreverland, some of the great local bands that they have here that bring in some good crowds. And then a few surprises. So we're working on, I don't want to say because if it doesn't come through, but I know we've got so much excitement. I'll be working with Tommy T's, bringing in some of the big name comedians here. Awesome. And so I'm excited about that. It'll be great.
Well, what a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you.
All the
Thank
best.
you so very much.
I got to tell you, this theater is gorgeous. If you've been inside the Orinda Theater, some similarities, same era, built in the 20s. You got to come down and check it out. That's the latest from the theater, Gassi. We'll send it back to you and that beautiful Pittsburgh High band.
Can we just listen to an hour of the band? Yes, please. I hear them queuing up here at John Buckley Square. When we come back, we are highlighting a small gym that has a huge heart and is all about serving this community. Yes, teaching people how to box, we know that, but it's also doing food giveaways. It's helping children with their self-esteem. It's helping those teenagers grow into the adults that they want to be. So Claudine Wong is highlighting the Lion's Den gym and the good work it does in and out of that sport. Stay with us. Mac Dre Fizz Dance. Are you kidding me? Pittsburg High School. This isn't what we played in band and orchestra way back when. 200 plus members of the Pittsburg High School marching band. They showed up here early and they are the stars of this show, our Zip Trip in Pittsburgh, highlighting all things community. I know that we have Claudine Wong standing by, and Claudine, I have to say, all summer long you've done an incredible job of finding the heart and soul of each community, and you found a boxing gym that is doing incredible work, even far beyond the sport.
Agassia, the Lions Den Boxing Gym, really incredible. We got some of their fighters training behind us, and this is a gym, but it's also a family. It's also a place for the community. It's brand new, only a couple of years old, but really the mission of it has always been about the kids, about being a place that people can come. It is the only boxing gym in Pittsburgh, and this is a place for possibility. The action is nonstop inside the Lions Den Boxing Gym in Pittsburgh.
Oh, so I come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and usually like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on my breaks off. But sometimes I come like on Saturday or Sunday to spar. First we jump rope, then we get our gloves, and then our coach puts on mitts, and then we do that, and then we hit the bag.
It's hard work, but this is also a family.
Everybody kind of we all love each other.
And they all love this sport. Some have big plans.
To be a professional boxer.
Here, you will also find talent to back up those dreams. We heard about 7-year-old Caden before we saw him on the mitts.
This kid he's got everything that it takes to be able to be successful in boxing.
Because I'm in a pro boxer.
It's a passion that extends to coaches like Kaylee Knight.
She's 2-0 as an amateur, and she's one of the coaches here.
My dream is to become a world champ. Without boxing, it would be a super confusing world.
You can see dreams coming true in pro boxer Amari Jones.
I'm a professional. I'm 9-0 with 8 knockouts. I just fought May 20th at the MGM Grand, and I won by knockout.
Jones says when his family opened the Lions Den 2 years ago, they did it for the community, and especially for the kids.
We kind of opened up the gym to bring light on another opportunity for kids to get out. Kids suffer from bullying. Some kids just want to learn how to defend themselves. Some kids want to, use it to, make it or whatever they want to do it. But we just wanted to open up that door and to let them know that it's there.
This is the only boxing gym in Pittsburgh, and it's a nonprofit that gives back with toy drives and turkey giveaways. This gym is also a sanctuary.
Pittsburgh definitely needs this place.
For former professional boxer James Page, it is another chance.
I'm born and raised here in Pittsburgh, California. I was a former WBA welterweight champion of the world from Pittsburgh. I've been honored by the city, at the city hall and everything.
He had his highs.
I did this for the Ring magazine back in 1999, I think. This is me right here. This is me. I did a picture of me right here, me and Floyd Mayweather when we were young.
But Page has seen some significant lows. He says he's fought back and is now determined to give back.
I made some mistakes in my life, but I got myself together, and I've been on the straight and narrow for the last four and a half years, and we're just doing the right things here at the Lions and getting everything going in the right direction, keeping the kids off the street, helping the kids, training kids. My dream is to be a world champion trainer.
This is a place they say to give support and be supported.
We have kids here that wouldn't talk when they first started. They couldn't jump rope, and now they're sparring. So, yeah, it's a huge change we see in kids.
It's a place for the next generation of difference makers. Kaylee coaches the all-girls class.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a man's world, right? But it's definitely more men in this sport. So that's why I'm teaching them teach them confidence that even though you're a girl, you can still fight just as better, if not even faster and quicker and stronger as men.
This is a place for possibility.
Be a world champion, to be at the top of the world, the sky is the limit.
And if you put in the work.
My hook and my cross and my jab.
Those are all your best ones?
And my upgut.
The door to the den is always open.
Just not turning anybody away. We want to help as many people as we could.
You guys ready? Lions Den on 3. 1, 2, 3, Lions Den! All right, class tomorrow.
I can't hear Claudine. Claudine has no
Oh, man, look, sometimes microphones don't always work, but we certainly get the spirit of the story that Claudine was sharing, right? Incredible work being done there at the Lions Den Boxing Gym. And it's not just about the sport, it's about feeding the community. All right, can we talk to the woman behind this incredible band? Pittsburg High School Marching Bands. The band director is here, Jennifer Martinez. You went to this high school. I did. You played clarinet and sax? Yeah, tenor sax. At tenor sax as a student. Now you're leading this incredible band. We have the drum major here, Caleb Patton. You're a senior. You get to lead these guys and gals. Jennifer, is it okay if I start with you? Absolutely. What does it feel like to be in charge of this incredible sound and these incredible people?
You know, it's really great to be able to have so many students who put together great performances every single time we're given an opportunity. I love being able to share music with different audiences and being able to celebrate music.
Did you guys go to Spain last year or this year?
Yeah, we
incredible.
just came back from Madrid.
Incredible. All right, so Caleb, when we talk about a drum major, tell me exactly what you do.
All right, so what a drum major does is they not only lead the band during rehearsal or during performances, but they're also a main motivator that inspires the band to do their absolute best.
Yeah, I'm going to step over and kind of reach this over to you. So a drum major, you're not actively playing an instrument, but really the whole band depends on you.
Yes, I'm actually playing an instrument. I play for the jazz ensemble. I've been playing 4 years. I was in 7th period and 0th period, so I was double backing, but trombone is my favorite.
I like you. So I have a son who plays trombone, and my little one plays trumpet. I cannot count the hours of work, not just the students, but the parents put into the band. Tell me, I mean, you've got half the town out here, Jennifer. What's it like to be such a shining star of Pittsburgh?
Well, you know, it's always great to be able to be a positive and proud representative of our community, and to be able to have these students perform so well and outside and to share the great things that are happening from Pittsburgh.
And it's not just music, it's social, right? It helps them academically, it helps them get along in life. You've been doing this 18 years.
Yes.
Do you have students come back to you and say, hey, guess what? Band took me here, band taught me that?
They do, and it's always nice when I get those visits and have my former students share how memorable these experiences were for them, and it's always a connection that they have to this program.
Yeah. So my older son, I cannot believe, is a freshman in high school, and we let him fill out his own electives, right? I'm not a helicopter lawnmower mom, and I was like, is he going to keep band going? And he kept band going, and I was so grateful. For anyone who's thinking about stopping band, what do you say?
Oh my goodness, keep going. Music is your whole life. You listen to it, you hear it in movies, and it's a great experience to be part of a group with so many other people who share that same joy.
And so now we hear the band firing up. Now you had to deputize your sister to be drum major because Caleb is here with us, and I can't talk to you and lead the band. I mean, it's a family affair.
It really is. I'm very lucky that I have my sister and I get to direct this program together. She's just joined. This is her 5th year as assistant director, and we really work well together. It's great.
All those fights you had in middle school are long gone. All right, I would love to talk with you, but honestly, I'd love to hear more from you guys. So we're going to cut you both loose again. Caleb Patton, you're the senior here at Pittsburg High. You're the drum major. You've done incredible work. Good luck to you at UC Berkeley and wherever your studies take you. And then Jennifer Martinez, director of Pittsburg High School Marching Band. Thank you both for joining us. We're going to hear more from the band as we continue our zip trip here to Pittsburgh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. From the Pittsburg High School Marching Band, 220 students this year. That's not the biggest it's been, but by our measure, they are by far the best part about Pittsburgh. Can you believe an hour flew by? Claudine Wall, Craig Bellicote, Sal Castaneda. I mean, we saw what I thought was a good comprehensive view of this city, but man, there's so much more to see and love. Best part for you?
It's the people. It is always the people, and really what you can't describe in terms of the welcoming and the vibe, and how many people out here just come over to be a part of this.
Yeah, this is incredible. I mean, it's overwhelming.
I got to agree with Claudine. I've had more hellos this morning. People stopping in the car and saying, "Welcome to Pittsburgh," and look at these people. We love you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Awesome. Sal, it's such a great place to be able to come, and really, I mean, I'll be honest, Highway 4. But man, once you get here, you remember why it's a hidden gem, as the mayor said.
Well, you two already got the people, right?
Yes.
So we've got that covered. I like the food here. All right, and you agree with me. New Mecca.
I do. Mecca,
Waterfront.
Teresa.
Waterfront's having an event for one of the local vintners tonight. It's a real community here, Garcia and guys. So they actually take care of their own. They're very proud of Pittsburgh. So a lot of these people have been here for a long time, and they support all their local businesses, which I love.
You know what I love here? You know, the mayor grew up here, went to Pittsburg High, right? You know, the band director was a student herself here at Pittsburg High School. So it's all about growing up here, maybe going away for a minute, and then coming back and realizing my parents had it right.
Investing in it. No, really, you know, the recreation director grew up in the Recs department and is now bringing this community center back. You know, and everyone here is invested. The general manager of the Lions Den Boxing Gym has a barbershop across there, and he walks over to the gym after a long day there. Everyone is here invested in this place and in this community and in Pittsburgh.
And there's a vibe. There's a kind of an old-time vibe. I think we got it in Martinez and Benicia as well. It doesn't feel like you're in the middle of the Bay Area. You feel like you're in this great community town with just wonderful people. The theater's gorgeous, and it's in the midst of a revitalization. And if you've never been, you need to come.
This is your reason to come out here. Look, I'll be honest, I want to hear more of that band. If we could squeeze every last drop from the Pittsburg High School Marching Band, I'd love to. Pittsburgh, thank you so much for coming out to say hello. Let's strike a big band one more time on our zip trip. Let's hear it.